All right, so who's ready for the holidays? Because just like that, the holidays are nearly here. Today, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree arrived in Midtown Manhattan. The 72-foot-tall Norway spruce rolled in this morning on a flatbed truck. A giant crane then lifted it into place over the Rockefeller skating rink, where it's now ready to be decorated. All signs point to yes. That's the answer you'd get if you ask a Magic 8-Ball if 2018 is its year for getting inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame. You see what we did there? The Magic 8-Ball is joined by the card game Uno and the precursor to modern video games, Pinball. Only 68 toys have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. This was the Magic 8-Ball's 7th nomination. Other finalists were American Girl dolls, Chutes and Ladders, a sled, and Tickle Me Elmo, of course, a child's favorite. Now, I know I've seen it, and I'm sure you have too, when you're driving and the card next to you, well, the person is texting. But this week, Council approved an ordinance which bans drivers from using their phones without a hands-free function like Bluetooth. The law is also known as Nathan's Law. It's named in honor of Nathan Richeson, who died 4 years ago because of a distracted driver. His mother is the one who led the charge on this new legislation.
When something like this happens, you have a choice. And we've chosen, in Nathan's name, to move forward as we're able to, so that this doesn't happen to any other families.
So sad. Nathan's Law is scheduled to take effect on December 7th. Last night, dozens of people came out to remember the 23-year-old shot and killed by a Columbus police officer in a prostitution sting on Thursday. Donna Castleberry was shot by undercover detective Andrew Mitchell after police say she stabbed him during the sting operation in Franklinton. Columbus police say Mitchell acted in self-defense. We spoke with Castleberry's parents, who say the crowds at the vigil were a testament to the kind and giving person she was. This is definitely a story you want to hear, especially if you are a driver of a Subaru. This is a consumer alert. Subaru recalling nearly 229,000 2018 Outback and Legacy models. This is all due to a software problem that can keep the low fuel warning light from coming on and make the miles to empty display inaccurate. There was also a second recall, an issue of engine valve springs fracturing. For both recalls, owners will be notified starting this December. Ohio State University police issued a neighborhood safety notice. We're told an armed robbery happened near campus early yesterday. Investigators say the victim was walking near East 14th and North Pearl when two men hit him and knocked him to the ground. They took his bag and cell phone. The victim told police each suspect had handguns. One of them was wearing a black hoodie and a bandana around his face. The other could not be identified. If you have any information that could help investigators, call Crime Stoppers at 614-645-TIPS. Now on NBC4 today, a solemn sight at our nation's capital. The White House flag is at half-staff this morning as the nation and the world continues to mourn the loss of John McCain. He was a bomber pilot, prisoner of war, and longtime leader of the Senate. John McCain was loved and respected by many. Sadly, he passed away yesterday after a year-long battle with brain cancer. NBC's Blaine Alexander takes a look back at his legendary life. Hands on his hips, leaning forward to give you an earful. Today, a new statue was unveiled in his hometown. NBC4 photojournalist Mike Klug was one of more than 3,000 people there for the ceremony. Ahead on NBC4 at 11, a teen who survived a 60-foot fall opens up about her recovery.
I'm feeling in a lot of pain.
What she's saying about that terrifying day and what she thinks should happen to the girl who pushed her. Next on NBC4 at 11. If you're going to be in the short north today and tomorrow, there is some construction that could delay your drive.
I think it's a huge inconvenience, and I'll probably avoid the area, to be honest.
Now, of course, with all of that construction, just be patient, but we are being told that North High Street will reopen on August 29th. This has always been one of my favorite stories to cover to honor our veterans. Veterans are leaving Columbus to be a part of the Honor Flight. The nonprofit has provided airfare for thousands of veterans to visit the war memorials in Washington, D.C.